Hello YouTube. In this video we're going to take a look at my main computer because some things have changed and you're probably able to tell. I no longer have that i5 Haswell system with 16 gigs of RAM, GTX 770, all that good stuff. And of course the NZXT S340 case. But this time around it's a little bit of a different story. So here's what happened. My brother got a computer in from his client, or from a client of his, or whatever. And he was basically upgrading from X79 to X99. And, well, he knew he wouldn't really be able to sell X79 all that easily, and he kind of wanted an M.2 slot, which X79 of course does not have. So, well, I was like, well, I kind of want an i7, so he said, like, sure, maybe we could make a deal. And that's what we did. The motherboard in this thing was XL80X, so I actually had to take the case with it. I don't really particularly like this case all that much in terms of design, but it'll make do. It'll work. It'll do the job. Yeah, it's pretty much one big fortress. I have no freaking clue what the model number of this case is. I don't really care. All I know is that the system is working. It's working just fine. It's a hell of a lot more powerful than what I had. And pretty much the only components that I actually put back in this are, of course, the video card, the GTX 770, the discs, which is my Kingston 120 gig SSD, 1 terabyte hard drive, and the power supply. So everything else that you see here is pretty much came included with the case and was all packaged within the deal. One thing that I particularly like about this case, it's one of the few things actually, is these trays here. I'll just pop the top one because the bottom one has the hard drive and it's pretty tough to remove. But you can just mount your SSD in here. You can see the hard drive down there. They're just hot swap based pretty much. You can enable hot swapping in the UEFI. I have that disabled because I have no need for UEFI for hot swap support. That's what I was going at. So that's all perfectly fine and dandy. This case is also jam-packed with fans. This thing moves more air than a Boeing 747, I think. Well, maybe not that much, but it's pretty darn close. And yeah, so let's just take a little tour here. So, got some USB 3.0 slots here. Got an eSATA port, Firewire 400, 2 more USB 2.0 ports, and of course some front panel audio headers. Here on top we have a button to enable the LED fan in the front, reset button, and of course the power button with a nice slider so you can't accidentally push it. Got some fans here. I think these are all, well, they're bigger than 140, so I'm guessing they're 200mm fans. Pretty much all across the board. One in the front, here 2 on the top. Or maybe they're 140s, but I really think they're 200s because they're absolutely humongous. And I think there's a 140 in the back. So that's all really nice. So let's just take another peek here at the back. I really don't feel like pulling all of the cords, but you should be able to make out what is freaking happening back here anyway. So on the back of the board, we've got a PS2 port, we've got some USB ports up there as well. Got a plethora of USB 2.0s here, 4 USB 2.0s, another Firewire there. We've got some USB 3.0s here on the back next to the Ethernet. I can pull that so you can get a better look, or well, no we cannot, okay fine. All of the audio jacks are of course down there. Here's the video card located, power supply is on the bottom. And there's nothing else to show you on the other side because there's absolutely nothing going on back there at all. Right. Like you would with a car, let's pop the hood, or in this case the side panel. Or if you're from Britain, let's pop the bonnet. Which is, in my opinion, a much more awesome word, but that's not the point of this video. So yeah, the fan in the back. Of course, we got a Noctua cooler here on this massive XL ATX board. This is an MSI Big Bang X Power 2. It's absolutely massive. And if you can kind of tell there, the heatsink here is pretty much a clip full of bullets for a gun, which is very awesome. I did as good as a cable management job as I possibly could without using extension cables and zip ties, because I was out of both of those. Yay. But in my opinion, it's all still pretty tidy, considering the amount of Molex adapters and SATA cables going across. So yeah, I finally gotten a DVD drive back. Yeah. So yeah. So, like I said, it's an X79 platform, and now you know that it's an MSI Big Bang X Power 2. The CPU in there is something kind of special. It's a Core i7 4930K, which is of course a hexa-core processor, Ivy Bridge E. So it's pretty much the last gen of processors that this thing will support. And one of the fastest Ivy Bridge E CPUs that are available for the platform. Let's turn on the displays. And it's running great. Is that the most quiet thing in the world? That's because 3 of the fans in this case are actually run on Molex instead of just regular PWM or 3 pins. So there's no real control in those. I'll have to take a look at the fans to see if they have a 3-pin lead or not, because this board will take up to 6 fans, no problem. So I'll have to take a look at that. Not quite sure. But the CPU is running at 4 GHz. Haven't seen it go over 40 degrees under full load, so that should give you an idea of how powerful this thing is. Oh well, actually, I haven't seen it go over 40 degrees centigrade on stock speeds. On 4 GHz, it's somewhere near the 50 mark, which is still very good considering it's a 130 watt 6-core CPU with 12 threads. That's a tongue twister right there. So yeah, it's a beast. The only thing that's really letting it down now is the tiny SSD and the measly video card. But yeah, got Windows up and running. Windows 10 Pro, because Windows 10 Home is for pussies. Not really, I'm just kidding, guys. If you want to run Home, that's just fine, but I'm a professional. Well, soon to be. In IT, and I kind of like the professional versions and the features I actually use from these versions. So that's yeah, that's that. So in case you all think I'm a big fat liar, let's just pull up CPU-Z and see what we've got in here. Because Specky is for noobs, and that is not a joke. I genuinely think Specky is for noobs. Alright, let's see if I can actually get this thing to focus, and we'll take a look at the specifications. Will it do manual focus today? Or autofocus, actually? Yeah, there we go. I had to manually focus it, but it's just fine. Righty then, we've got into a Core i7 4930K Ivy Bridge E, 22 nanometers. It's running at 4 GHz. Let me just refocus that for a little bit. There we go. I'm running out of time here. So this is the MSI Big Bang X Power 2 motherboard, PCI Express, everything. And we have 16 gigs of DDR3 running in quad channel. Yes. 46 Corsair. And this is the GTX 770 video card. So yeah, that's pretty much my new computer. Well, pretty much, I want to call this thing the Nether Fortress or something like that. But yeah, it's running great. I love it so far. And yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And thank you all for watching.